Hi, I'm Rokk. This is part one of the funeral of Tabby Boy. I am about to put him into the ground. I have made a temporary headstone for him and Cassie since they have to be buried so close to each other. It has their death dates on it. Tabby Boy was special, of course, like all our cat babies are special. But I can only hope that he knows how much he is loved, how much joy he brought to myself, to my family, to so many people on the internet that I may never know. And it gives me some comfort to know that he gave happiness to people. I am out. It's hard to say what your cat means to you. I was so lucky to find him when I did. He gave comfort to my father during the last 6 months or so of his life. Uh, he's loved by all of us. He was a cat that loved people, not necessarily other cats, but he loved people. He was affectionate with every single friend of mine that I ever introduced to him, no matter how drunk they were or on whatever. Tabby Boy loved everybody. Didn't care about skin color, didn't care about how much they bathed, didn't care about whether they were sober or not, didn't care if they were quiet, didn't care if they were loud. Tabby Boy was a very he loved being with people. He wasn't the kind of cat that you would want to leave alone for any extended period of time, but luckily for him, he got the luck to be found by a family where there was always somebody there. When I was taking care of my father, Tabby Boy was always there. When my father would take naps and everything, he would just love to hold Tabby Boy. And my mom would come home from work and she would say to my father, says, "What's that cat on the bed?" My father would say, "What cat?" There's a picture that I couldn't find to show you. It's one of the last pictures we have of my father. He was sleeping on the couch in the previous apartment, and Tabby Boy, who was a kitten then, was sleeping on his ankles. And yeah, Tabby Boy was definitely Tabby Boy. If you or my father or my mother was on the couch watching TV, the cat would stretch out at the other end and he would push and push and push so that you would end up pushing yourself closer to the other end of the couch. It was as if he wanted the couch all to himself, even though he was a very affectionate cat. From the time we got him, just not with other animals. He kind of, he and Ace never got along. Um, And Tabby Boy was the aggressor with those two. But of course, with Tabby Boy and Cassie, Tabby Boy bullied him. And I never really got them to be friends, unfortunately. But so they get to spend together in eternity, the two of them. And I don't know what else to say. But, oh yeah, now that there is no cats at all in the house, there's a special kind of pain when you go from having at least two cats at a time to when you're down to one and then that one dies and then you realize that there are no cats. You've got literally nobody in your house except the roommates that you have. And I guess I can correlate it with, I had my father and my mother, and then my father died and I was left with my mother. Sure, I was Well, I won't say anything more. I miss my tabby boy. And where he went, we're all going to go in our own time. And yeah, I miss my tabby boy. There's his tree, and there's his bed.